Hello and welcome to beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and welcome to the Philadelphia Civic Center. I'm your host, Gotmark76, and we have a great night of NWA wrestling action for you. The World Tag Team Championship will be on the line when the Four Horsemen defend against the Rock and Roll Express in a steel cage. But the main reason we are here is to crown a new World Television Champion. Let's go back over the course of the last couple weeks when the American Dream Dusty Rhodes and his partner, the Russian Nightmare Nikita Koloff, won the U.S. Tag Team Championship. He was told by Jim Crockett Jr. that he could not hold both titles at the same time. So Nikita Koloff and Dusty Rhodes, the U.S. Tag Team Champions. Dusty makes that decision that he's going to keep teaming with Nikita Koloff and remain the U.S. Tag Team Champion, thus in the process vacating the World Television title. And that has led us here to tonight as the NWA hurried to fill a tournament bracket, and here it is, the World TV Title Tournament bracket. Our first round matchups will see Brad Armstrong take on Al Perez. Newcomer, flying Brian Pillman, will take on the veteran Dick Murdoch. Manny Fernandez, the Raging Bull, will take on a mystery opponent. We do not know who that is. And rounding out the first round will be the Games Master, Kevin Sullivan, taking on Sting. And again, the NWA World Tag Team titles will be on the line as Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard defend against the Rock and Roll Express inside of a steel cage. The only way to win is for both members of the team to escape the cage and hit the floor. Without further ado, let's head down to ringside for the first match of this NWA World TV Title Tournament.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 252 pounds, Perez.
The Latin heartthrob Al Perez making his way to the ring. He will begin things off here tonight in this tournament to crown a new World TV Champion. We thank you so much for joining us here on the Gotmark76 YouTube channel. Al Perez stepping over that top rope. We need to change that entrance off the fourth wall here. Of course, the Civic Center Arena made by our friend and tag team partner Bill Knight. Make sure that you download that arena. And here is Al Perez's opponent for this first round tournament matchup, Brad Armstrong. This ought to be a great match. Both of these men, technicians in the ring. They can give you some high-octane offense. And Brad Armstrong will need to look out for that flying forearm as well as the figure four leg lock. And Al Perez needs to be on the lookout for that Russian leg sweep. That can come out of nowhere. And Brad Armstrong has become a master of that maneuver. And Armstrong starting off things here hot and fast against the Latin heartthrob. Armstrong climbing the top rope. This match less than 30 seconds old. And Brad Armstrong already making an impact, but Al Perez already making a comeback. Al Perez has said it is his destiny to become NWA World Heavyweight Champion. And he will use the NWA World TV title as a stepping stone to accomplish that goal. As any wrestler should, it should be their goal to be World Heavyweight Champion, but Al Perez has all the tools to do that and to make that happen. And a big clothesline takes down Brad Armstrong. And a big elbow by Al Perez takes down Brad Armstrong. The winner of this tournament is going to have to win not one, not two, but 3 matches to win the World TV title here tonight. So I think the goal of these matches is to end it as soon as possible to keep your strength and momentum into the match. But You could have a case here where maybe one match goes 15 minutes, another match goes 5, and that person who won in 5 minutes could have time to rest and take advantage of that time. As Brad Armstrong making the comeback here. Nice maneuver, floats over and drops Al Perez down, head first to the mat. Ooh, and Perez well scouted that drop kick by Brad Armstrong. And now Perez firing back with a series of right hands. Now a left, mixing it in. And a big uppercut by the Latin heartthrob. And now Perez climbing the top rope. He has Armstrong lined up. What's he have in store here? He's showboating to the crowd here in Philly. Many of them showing their love by offering a single finger salute. A big axe handle. Perez goes for the cover and a kick out at 1 by Brad Armstrong. These two men very evenly matched up here. And quite frankly, either one of these men could win. I mean, the entire tournament, save for that mystery first round opponent, we don't know who that is, has a chance to win the World TV title. Swinging neckbreaker by Brad Armstrong takes down Al Perez. And now Perez in trouble for the first time in this matchup. But fires back with a big right hand and a big clothesline. Stops the momentum of Brad Armstrong. Armstrong now sets up Perez for a suplex, has him up. Perez able to escape, goes behind, belly to back suplex. Nicely done on the part of Al Perez. And a big right hand, and I think that has busted open Brad Armstrong. Lateral press on top, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by Armstrong. Yes, he is indeed busted open. Perez with another right hand, Perez staying on top of Armstrong, but Armstrong trying to make a comeback. And Perez stops that in his tracks. Oh, and a savate kick to the midsection by Al Perez. Armstrong in trouble. And there it is. Here it comes, that figure 4 leg lock applied to Brad Armstrong. Can Armstrong either turn it over or make it to the ropes? That figure 4 is locked in deep. Al Perez has it. I don't see Brad Armstrong being one to submit. He just doesn't have that give-up mentality. The referee's asking if Armstrong wants to quit. Can Armstrong reverse this maneuver by either making it to the ropes or turning it over? And he doesn't have the chance. Perez lets him out of it. I think he realized that Armstrong wasn't going to, submit. He went for it again, but Armstrong kicked him off, and now Armstrong trying to make a comeback with a beautiful maneuver here. Oh, and he plants Perez face first to the mat. This is the opening that Armstrong needs. Oh, but a big right hand stops that. Snapmare takeover by Perez. Goes for the cover. This could be it. 1, 2, and a kick out by Armstrong. I thought it was all over there. And now Perez in trouble with a swinging neckbreaker again by Armstrong. Armstrong hooks a leg. He's going to win 1. A kick out at 1. And Armstrong can't believe it. What does Armstrong have to do to put away out Perez? Perez with a schoolboy has Armstrong pinned. Referee in position 1, 2, and 3. And now Perez surprising Brad Armstrong with that schoolboy roll-up. And your winner in this first round matchup, the Latin heartthrob, Al Perez. He will move on.
Here is your winner, Al Perez.
He will take on the winner of our next match as Flying Brian Pillman takes on Dirty Dick Murdoch. Fans, don't go away. That next first round match is coming up next. So Al Perez, the first to advance in the tournament, and he will have a chance. There's something about going on first. He will have a chance to rest.
The following contest
as the
is a
remainder
championship first-round
of
match.
the first-round matches have to take place.
Making his way to the ring,
And he will face the
from
winner of
Texas,
this match here.
weighing in at 284 pounds, Dirty Nick Murdoch.
And there's the announcer for Dirty Dick Murdoch. Nicely done by our friend Uvular Wall number 4. That's Uvular Wall 4. Our boy Clint watching, part of the Wrestling Network. Has wonderful creations, details to the faces, adds the movesets. Please make him one of your favorites today. And he will take on the young superstar who just made his debut in the NWA within the last couple weeks. I'm surprised he even made the tournament.
And his opponent from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 227 pounds, Brian Man.
Brian Pillman making his way to the ring. The youngster trained under Stu Hart in the Stu Hart Dungeon in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And he now has a chance in his first big NWA match to advance in a title tournament to become the new NWA World TV Champion, and a dropkick takes down the veteran Murdoch. And now Pillman throws Murdoch into the ropes. Another dropkick takes down the Dirty One. Goes for the cover. Pillman trying to end it early. One. And the kick out at 1 by Dirty Dick. And now Murdoch slowing the pace of the match with a neck breaker, but Pillman able to roll away. Has Dirty Dick, what's he have here? A sunset flip, down goes Murdoch, 1, and Murdoch able to escape. I thought Pillman caught off Dirty Dick off guard there, like we saw in our first match when Perez defeated Brad Armstrong with a schoolboy. And now Murdoch, he said, "That's enough, kid." He rams his head to the mat. No, very little, I should say, wasted motion with Dirty Dick Murdoch as he drops an elbow across the chest. Goes for the cover. Will that be enough to put away Brian Pillman? 1, 2, and no, a kick out by Pillman. And now Murdoch with a kick to the midsection, setting him up for the brain buster. Blocked by Pillman. Pillman escapes that and nails Murdoch with, I don't know if that was a drop kick or a leg lariat. And now Pillman setting up Murdoch. Has on the outside, we've seen this before, that rocket launcher. But Murdoch had it well scouted. Big right hand forearm by Pillman, leaps. There it is, he nails it. That rocket launcher up the top rope. Hooks the leg. Referee in position, 1, 2, and no, a kick out by Dirty Dick. Oh, and a savate kick by Pillman catches Dirty Dick, and Pillman climbing up top again. We heard that this youngster likes to use that top rope. What's he have in store? A crossbody off the top. Will that put away Dirty Dick? He hooks a leg. Referee position, 1, 2, and no, a kick out again by Dirty Dick Murdoch. The veteran showing his experience here. What does Pillman have to do to put away the Dirty One? Throws him into the ropes. Oh, and collision by these two men. An elbow by Murdoch. A kick to the midsection. Again going for that brain buster, that cord buster. Pillman had it well scouted. Here it is again. A sunset flip takes down Dirty Dick. Referee position, 1, 2, and 3. And Brian Pillman catches Dirty Dick Murdoch off guard. And he advances in the first round. He will take on the Latin heartthrob, Perez, in round number 2.
Here is your winner, Brian Man.
Fans, don't go away. A mystery opponent will make his debut as he takes on Manny Fernandez in our next first round matchup.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring from El Paso, Texas. Weighing in at 275 pounds, the Bull, Manny Fernandez.
So Manny Fernandez in the ring, the veteran looking to add the World TV title to his list of accomplishments. He's already a former World Tag Team Champion and has held many regional titles along the NWA. But he is taking on a mystery opponent. We don't know the identity of this opponent. But I'm sure the Jim Crockett Promotions would not have somebody who's not worthy to be in this tournament to crown a new TV champion. And here comes the introduction. That looks to be the living legend, Larry Zbysko.
Weighing in at 263 pounds, the living legend, Larry Z.
Larry Zbysko making his way to the ring as Larry Zbysko has been named the mystery opponent in this tournament. Wow, what a shocker. We last saw Larry Zbysko competing in another organization as recently as a few weeks ago. So there's a very sudden move here on the part of Larry Zbysko, and he now has a chance to become the World Television Champion if he can get through the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. And now Fernandez takes down Zbysko, and a series of right hands to the forehead of newcomer Larry Zbysko, welcoming him to the NWA. And Zbysko fighting back with some karate chops. And again, Manny Fernandez with a forearm. There are few people in this business who use that forearm as effectively as Manny Fernandez. You gotta watch out for that flying burrito. Oh, look at a series of chops and jabs in the corner. Welcome to the NWA, Larry Zbysko. As Fernandez picks up Larry Z, but Zbysko caught with a belly-to-belly suplex. Nicely done by the Raging Bull. Oh, and a nice reversal by Zbysko takes over Manny Fernandez. The fans here in Philadelphia showing their lack of support to Larry Zbysko. And as both of these men have been known to bend and break the rules when it benefits them, and now the action is spilled to the floor, they need to be careful not to have a countout, or the winner of the Sting and Kevin Sullivan match will receive an automatic bye to the second round. Excuse me, to the finals. They'll make it to the finals. So this action needs to get back into the ring. The referee's count is up to 3. And Zbysko going to work. Oh, and scoop slam on the concrete floor on the hand and the forearm that is used by the flying burrito. And Zbysko into the ring. Is he going to win this match by a countout? He may just do that. But Fernandez back to his feet, and Zbysko meets Fernandez with a clothesline as Fernandez was entering back into the ring. But Fernandez trying to make a comeback, setting up for a pile driver back body drop by Zbysko. Had that maneuver well scouted, and now Zbysko back in control. Oh, and a big knee by Zbysko takes over Fernandez. The momentum off the ropes. And now a knee drop to the forehead of Manny Fernandez. Is that enough to put away the Raging Bull? 1, and a kick out at 1 by Fernandez. Zbysko with a big forearm takes down Fernandez, goes for the cover again. Referee position 1, 2, a kick out at 2 by Fernandez. And Zbysko is growing impatient. He wants to end this match as soon as possible. What does he have to do to put away Manny Fernandez? Into the ropes goes Fernandez. Another knee to the midsection takes Fernandez up and over. And now he's setting him up for another knee drop to the forehead. And this time, Fernandez has been busted open. Zbysko goes for the cover 1 and a kick out at 1. Fernandez showing his his fortitude and toughness by kicking out after being busted open. And now he's trying to make a comeback. Has Zbysko with a belly-to-belly suplex, nicely done on the part of the Raging Bull. And now Fernandez climbing the top rope, looking to put away Larry Zbysko with a big splash off the top. Manny's going to continue to round number 2, but he doesn't go for the cover. A big mistake on the part of Manny Fernandez. Scoop slam, down goes Zbysko. Now he goes for the cover. Referee counts 1, 2, and barely a kick out by Zbysko. And Fernandez questioning the cadence of the count by the referee. Meanwhile, he slams the back of Zbysko's head to the mat. Manny Fernandez in control, looking to put away the mystery opponent for this TV title tournament. Larry Zbysko has him up on his shoulder and drops him face first across the top turnbuckle. Fernandez has Zbysko right where he wants him, but Zbysko lured him in with a kick to the face. And now a roll-up by Zbysko has Fernandez pinned 1 and a kick out at 1 by Fernandez. Zbysko now trying to make a comeback, has Manny reeling with a forearm to the back, another forearm to the back for good measure. Down goes Fernandez, and on the cover is Zbysko 1, and a kick out at 1 again. What does Zbysko have to do to put away the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez? Zbysko now working over Fernandez, belly to back suplex in a pinning predicament. But Fernandez's foot draped that middle rope. That broke the pinfall attempt. And now Zbysko sets up Fernandez for a pile driver, spikes him down to the mat. That has to be all. Zbysko caught him with all of that one. Referee in position 1, 2, and 3. And your winner, and moving on to face the winner of Sting and Kevin Sullivan, the living legend Larry Zbysko.
Here is your winner, the living legend, Larry Z.
And now it's time for our final first round matchup, as we are about to see the Games Master Kevin Sullivan make his way to the ring. He, of course, is representing the Varsity Club.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 242 pounds, Kevin Sullivan.
And the Games Master taking his time. He's in no rush here. And I would imagine he's going to try and slow down the pace when the match actually begins against Sting. The fans even getting on Sullivan saying, "Let's go." Sullivan in no rush to get to the ring. He knows the challenge is ahead. I would say this first round matchup is probably the one that interested me the most, as you have the veteran of Kevin Sullivan taking on the newcomer Sting. They have such different styles of wrestling. Sullivan will ground and pound. Sting can use his agility and fast pace to make a match or a wrestler catch them off guard. Of course, setting him up for that Stinger splash in the corner into the Scorpion Deathlock. As Sting makes his way to the ring, and the fans here in Philadelphia
and his opponent
show their love and
from
support.
Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 275 pounds, King.
As Sting makes his way to the ring, and the fans here in Philadelphia showing their support to this youngster. He has an opportunity here to win his first major title here in the NWA. He's already a top contender to the World Heavyweight Championship. But adding the World TV title to his waist will solidify his status as a top contender. And there we go, the bell, the final first round matchup for the NWA World TV title tournament. And Sting in control has Sullivan. Gorilla press slam, looking to strike the Sting. Down goes Sullivan. And Sting with a fist drop to the forehead. Sullivan in trouble in the very early going here in this matchup. Ooh, Sting misses that elbow drop, and that has given the opening that Sullivan needed. And now Sullivan with a knee to the head of Sting. And what is Sullivan doing? He's climbing the top rope, a maneuver that's very un-Kevin Sullivan-like. Sting back to his feet. Sullivan leaps and misses with an axe handle. And Sting takes over Sullivan. Nicely done. And another elbow miss by Sting. So Sullivan using his experience to his advantage. And with each elbow drop miss, it's not going to defeat Sting, but it's going to take energy away. And it doesn't tickle when you hit the mat at that velocity. And Sullivan now climbing the top rope. What's he have in store here? He's up top. He's letting Sting get back to his feet. Could it be that axe handle he missed earlier? It is, but Sting catches him in the midsection this time. And now Sting climbing the top rope. What does Sting have in... Oh, Sting changes his mind as Sullivan got back to his feet, and a snap suplex by Kevin Sullivan. I thought Sting was going to nail Sullivan with a crossbody off the top, but Sullivan saw it coming. And now an underhook suplex. Yes, up and over goes Sting. Sullivan back in control. Sullivan now with a fisherman suplex slam. Down to the mat goes Sting. Sullivan not going for the cover. I think he would have had Sting there, or at least should have tried to go for a cover there. Sullivan, I think, trying to do more damage, but Sting now making a comeback. And now Sting has Sullivan up for a suplex. And Sullivan reverses it. Belly to back suplex. Up and over goes Sting. And Sting now in trouble. Sullivan picks up the Stinger. Rams him head first into that top turnbuckle. You gotta watch out when Kevin Sullivan has his opponent in the corner. You never know what's gonna happen in an attack. As Sullivan now goes for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Sting. Sullivan has slowed down this match. The pace is comfortable for him. Throws Sting into the turnbuckle, but Sting with an elbow. Another elbow. And now Sting trying to make a comeback. Misses a dropkick though. And Sullivan clothesline Sting in the corner. I think Sting was a little overzealous there. He was trying to do too much at one time. And now Sting making a comeback. He's proving my words wrong here as he's firing away on Kevin Sullivan. And has Sullivan right where he wants him. He's not going for the scorpion, but a kick to the midsection. Sting throws Sullivan into the corner. Could it be? Sting runs, charges, Stinger splash in the corner. Down goes Sullivan. Could we see the scorpion? Turns over Sullivan. Here it comes. Can he turn over Sullivan? He can. The scorpion deathlock locked in. Can Sullivan escape? He cannot. He taps. And your winner in this first round matchup is Sting. And he will take on Larry Zbysko in round number 2 of this TV title tournament.
Here is your winner, King.
So here are the updated brackets. As you can see, Perez will be taking on Brian Pillman in our first second round matchup.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 252 pounds, Perez.
And Perez making his way to the ring. He has probably had the most rest because he wrestled in the very first match of the tournament and had to finish the conclusion of the first round matchup, so he is well rested for this matchup. And Brian Pillman competed in the second opening round match, so he's rested as well. We'll see if that plays a part in giving either one of these men an advantage, as Perez defeated Brad Armstrong in the opening round. Flying Brian defeated the rugged veteran Dirty Dick Murdoch to make his way to the second round. And Flying Brian Pillman, I'll tell you, he brings so much to the NWA.
From Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 227 pounds.
A high flyer, trained by the Hearts.
Man.
Getting his first major break here in the United States in the NWA. And he's looking to win about 2 more matches to win that NWA World the World Television Championship. This ought to be a very interesting match. Both of these men, again, have different skill sets, different ways to beat you. As we saw, Pillman in the first round match had used some of that high-flying skill, but couldn't get the victory over Dick Murdoch by using that aerial offense. It was instead a sunset flip that did it in Dirty Dick. Big chop takes down Al Perez. Al Perez, of course, he hit the figure 4 on Brad Armstrong. He saw that Armstrong wasn't going to submit. The pride of Armstrong was just too much. As Pillman goes for the cover 1, and a kick out of 1 by Perez. Pillman trying to put this match away early. Perez saw that Brad Armstrong wasn't going to submit, so he didn't let Armstrong escape the maneuver. He dictated getting Armstrong out of the maneuver. And a series of early pin attempts on the part of Flying Brian. He's trying to win this match early. I would think that Al Perez is one of the odds-on favorites to win the TV title. And if he can get by Brian Pillman, he will make it to the finals and take on the winner of Larry Zbysko and Sting. And now Perez back in control. A short DDT, down goes Pillman. Pillman holding his face. And Perez sending up Pillman. Look, another DDT it looks like. Using the second rope as leverage. And face plants Brian Pillman. That has to be all. Perez, instead of going for the cover, is admiring his work. And that has given Pillman a chance to get back to his feet. Perez slams down Pillman to the mat, picks up Pillman. Going for that flying forearm, but well scouted by Pillman. We said at the top of the program, and here's how he beat Dick Murdoch. That sunset flip has Perez pinned. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Perez. That's how he defeated Dick Murdoch in the first round, trying to catch Perez off guard. And Perez, I think, coming to the realization that this match is in jeopardy as Pillman trying to make another comeback. And Perez stops him in his tracks. And now Perez taking a page out of Pillman's book, climbing the top rope. What's he have in store here? Letting Pillman get back to his feet. Leaps, and a crossbody caught by Pillman. Pillman slams him down to the mat. This could be the opening that Pillman needs to win this matchup. Picks up Perez. Savant kick. Doesn't go for the cover. He's on the outside. Could it be Air Pillman? He leaps and nails Perez. He's going to pin. El Perez hooks the leg. Referee in position 1, 2, and 3. No, a kick out by Perez. Oh, Pillman almost shocked the world by making it to the final. He's having words with the referee. He needs to get back on Perez here, and he does. I don't know how Perez kicked out of that, but he did. And now Perez going back to work with an overhead suplex by Pillman. And Perez now, series of right hands. Pillman trying to cover up, cannot. And Perez, I think something woke up in Perez. Oh, and there's a forearm. He nails it. That's going to be it. Perez is going to pin Pillman with a valiant effort by Pillman. Kicks out at 2. Oh, I was ready to run off Brian Pillman there, but Perez, shocked that Pillman kicked out of that maneuver. And both of these men now, oh, now Perez going for the figure 4. And Pillman is in a world of trouble. Can Pillman escape this maneuver? He has it locked in the middle of the ring. Pillman is screaming in pain. Can Pillman fight out of it? Big right hand breaks the maneuver, but the damage may have been done. as Perez now still in control. Oh, and slams the back of Pillman against his knee. And Perez choking out Pillman. He has the count of 5 or he would have been disqualified. And now, Perez is busted open. Perez with a big right hand. Pillman has been busted open. And a short arm clothesline. Perez is not messing around anymore. He realizes how close it was to losing this match. And now he's going to try and put away Pillman. Picks him up. Is it that patented airplane spin? No. He slams down the neck of Pillman. And now Perez leaps in a knee drop to the forehead. The already busted open forehead of Brian Pillman. And Perez now, what's he have in store here? Pillman trying to make a comeback. Don't count out this kid! And a leg lariat takes down on Perez. Pillman climbing the top rope, but Perez catches him and shows him off the top. And that may have stopped Pillman's comeback. In his tracks and a flying forearm. You gotta watch out for that maneuver. That is, no, he's not going for the cover. He's going for another figure 4. Has it locked in. The middle of the ring. Can Pillman escape? He was able to escape the first time. Can Pillman escape this time? The figure 4 is locked in deep. Perez. Oh man, you can hear Pillman screaming in pain. This kid will not tap out, even though it might be the best thing for him. He can live to fight another day. But Perez, oh, he's really sinking in now. Pillman trying to fight out of it. Can Pillman muster up the strength to escape the figure 4 leg lock? This kid is not giving up. You gotta give Pillman the credit. He is not giving. It would have been so easy to tap out by now, but he is not. Perez. He doesn't know. Pillman's able to fight out of it again. Pillman back to his feet. Don't ask me how. But not for long as Perez drops Pillman back to the mat. And Perez again going for the figure 4. Come on. You're going to break this kid's leg. Pillman. Can Pillman escape a third time? The figure 4 locked in. The middle of the ring. Can Pillman escape? He cannot. He taps out. What a valiant effort on the part of Flying Brian Pillman. But the Latin heartthrob Al Perez is making it to the finals. Will he be the new NWA World TV Champion? He'll take on the winner of Sting and Larry Zbysko. It is now time for our final second round matchup, as one of these two men will take on the Latin heartthrob Al Perez in the finals of the World TV Title tournament.
Way to the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 263 pounds, the living legend, Larry.
We saw Larry Zbysko debut earlier tonight. He was the mystery opponent in the first round. He defeated the Raging Bull Manny Fernandez to get to this point in the tournament. And Larry Zbysko is nobody to look over here. He is a threat at every major championship here in the NWA. And now that he is in the NWA, all champions need to be on guard. Can he walk out of Philadelphia here tonight, the World Television Champion? That all depends on the man making his way to the ring right now, his opponent in round 2, Sting.
And his opponent from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 275 pounds, King.
Sting making his way to the ring. He defeated the Games Master Kevin Sullivan in his first round matchup. And the winner of this match will face the Latin heartthrob for the World TV title. That will be our main event. Following this matchup, we will see the NWA World Tag Team Championship on the line inside of a steel cage when the 4 horsemen of Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard defend against the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson. There's the bell and away we go. Sting fighting out of the corner, misses an elbow, and Zbysko going to work on the midsection of Sting. And now takes Sting up and over, nicely done by Larry Zbysko. Sting now has Zbysko snapmare takeover, and the knee to the back. Sting trying to put away early, goes for the cover, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Again, this is the second match these men have wrestled all night, and both had a very physical first round matchup. As Sting with a drop kick takes down Zbysko, but misses with an elbow, and that has given Zbysko new life. A belly-to-belly suplex, up and over goes Sting. Sting with a snapmare takeover again. Sting using his speed to his advantage, and now using his power as he picks up Zbysko. And Zbysko with a bridge suplex does not go for a pinning predicament there. Oh, instead stomps the head of Sting, and Zbysko climbing the top rope. What does he have in store here? Sting getting back to his feet, moves out of the way, misses a diving elbow. Sting now in control. Series of elbows, punch to the midsection, and a drop kick by Sting misses. Zbysko had that well scouted, but does not scout those big lefts, and a big right by Sting. Russian leg sweep takes down Zbysko, and Sting now in control, looking to put away the living legend. As Zbysko throws him into the turnbuckle, could it be? Run, Stinger, no, a drop kick in the corner. I thought we were going to see a Stinger splash. Sting now setting up Zbysko. And maybe now we'll see it. Zbysko in the corner, Stinger splash! Down goes Zbysko, Sting! Can he put away Zbysko? He's trying to turn him over into the Scorpion Deathlock, and it is! It's turned over! Can Zbysko make it to the ropes and escape? Zbysko trying to fight out. He refuses to submit here. Zbysko trying to make it to the ropes. Can he escape? Sting locking in the Scorpion. I don't know if Zbysko's going to tap. Zbysko might have a lot of fight left in him. And Sting has let him out of the maneuver. But the damage has been done. Sting picks up Zbysko, nails him with a drop kick this time, connects. Sting throws Zbysko into the ropes. Single leg takedown, kick off by Zbysko, trying to mount a comeback. Float over into a DDT and spike Sting down. Zbysko not done yet. Did not submit to the Stinger Scorpion Deathlock. But now Sting back in control with a series of elbows. Roll up from behind, has Zbysko pinned. Referee counts 1, 2, and 3. So Sting with a victory over Larry Zbysko, and he's going to make the finals of this tournament against Al Perez. And speaking of Al Perez is making his way to the ring and attacks Sting from behind. Perez made his way to the ring. I thought he was going to congratulate Sting. Instead, he attacks Sting from behind. And there is your finals, fans. One of these two men will be the new World TV Champion.
The following contest is a tag team steel cage match and is for the Non-Stop Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Championship at a combined weight of 452 pounds. At a combined weight of 529 pounds, they are the Non-Stop Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team champions, the Four Horsemen.
And that is what we're fighting for here, the NWA World Tag Team Championships. This match being held inside of a steel cage. Both members of their teams have to escape the cage. No pinfalls, no submission in the match. You had to escape the cage, and not just one member of your team, but both. The Rock and Roll Express looking to regain the World Tag Team Champions. They are, of course, our former World Tag Team Champions. As the cage here lowers in the Philadelphia Civic Center, we thank you so much for joining us here. We're going to crown a new World TV Champion. We'll be crowned new World Tag Team Champions. We saw last week on Gotmark76 this week that the Four Horsemen resorted to underhanded tactics to get themselves disqualified against the superpowers, but inside of a steel cage, they cannot do that. As Gibson already trying to escape the cage. A little premature if you ask me. Being that if Gibson was to escape that cage at that time, it would have been a 2-on-1 in favor of the Horsemen over Ricky Morton. I think you need to start escaping the cage when both men have their opponents down. Like right now, Anderson trying to escape the cage as Tully working over Morton. Now Tully trying to escape the cage. Gibson going at your arm. Morton back to his feet. Anderson kicks aside Gibson. And now Tully and Arn trying to escape the cage. And Gibson and Morton takes down Blanchard. Gibson takes down Anderson. And we are back to square one. I think because the rules of this steel cage match where the pinfall cannot take place, you're going to see less wrestling and more trying to escape. But again, the timing of when to escape is most important here, because then you run the risk of having your partner in a 2-on-1 situation. As Anderson now setting up an elbow drop off the top. Excuse me, the second turnbuckle. Down goes Gibson as Blanchard works over Morton, and the Four Horsemen in control in this steel cage match. Of course, you can climb out of the cage, but you see a referee at ringside. He can also open the cage door. As Anderson trying to escape, Morton comes and breaks that attempt out as Tully climbs the top rope. So again, both of these teams trying to escape the cage. As Morton now going to work on Blanchard. And Gibson now working the leg of Arn Anderson. That's going to make it hard to climb the cage if your leg's injured. Ooh, and a rake of the back by Tully on Morton. I'm going to do my best to call the action here. So much action going on as Anderson tries to climb out of the cage again. Gibson hot on his tail. And Anderson now trying to make it up and over. Gibson had to shake the cobwebs, and now Gibson climbing the cage. And you have Arn Anderson climbing over the top. Gibson trying to catch Arn as Morton working over Tully Blanchard in the ring. Anderson was halfway over, and Gibson able to bring Anderson back into the ring. Nicely done on the part of Robert Gibson, and now Gibson climbing the top. Anderson and Gibson climbing. Gibson's now halfway over. And a DDT by Morton takes down Blanchard. This could be the opportunity. The Rock and Roll Express need to win the World Tag Team titles. Anderson trying to bring in Gibson. And Gibson's back. Both men are on that top rope. You gotta be careful up there as Blanchard spikes down Morton with a pile driver. And Morton has been busted open. Gibson and Anderson having a stare down. Neither man wants to make the first move, but Gibson rams ahead of Anderson into the cage a second time, and down goes Arn. And Gibson now trying to climb out of the cage. And Tully's watching. I think this is what they're going to let happen, is they're going to let Gibson go over. No, they're not. They're going after Gibson now. I thought they were going to let Gibson escape and 2-on-1 over Morton in the ring. What fast-paced action here for the World Tag Team Championships. As all four, and down goes Tully. Morton now nails an elbow up the second turnbuckle. Anderson trying to get Gibson back into the ring. And Anderson is successful. Oh, and a slingshot into a neckbreaker by Tully on Morton. Nicely done. Gibson again rams ahead of Anderson, down, and down goes Anderson. Gibson climbing the cage. He's trying to get out. Tully now sees that. He climbs up now, and now Arn. And this could be the advantage for the Horsemen, as both Tully and Arn are in position to try and climb over the cage. Morton going after Anderson. Blanchard going after Gibson. Gibson's halfway over. Blanchard trying to bring Gibson back into the ring, and he does. Oh, and Morton drops down Anderson. Drops down Tully. Rams his knee into the cage. Morton sacrificing himself to let Gibson get over the top, and he's over the top. Can Gibson escape? Anderson going after Gibson. Tully and Morton fighting in the ring. Gibson kicks down Anderson. Gibson's climbing over the top of the cage. Can he get over? Tully going after Gibson. Gibson straddling the top of the cage. Anderson climbing up. Tully climbing up, going after Gibson. Morton now going to work on Anderson. And this is what happens when you have all four men trying to escape the cage. Gibson rams ahead of Tully into the cage. Not once, but twice. And down goes Tully. And now Morton and Gibson trying to climb out of the cage. We're going to have new World Tag Team Champions. Gibson's halfway over. Morton about to climb over the top himself. The Horseman reeling here. History will be made. Gibson's over the top of the cage. And wait, oh no, Gibson's over the top of the cage. His feet touch the floor, but now it's going to leave 2-on-1 in favor of the Horsemen. But don't tell that to Ricky Morton. He's going after both Arn and Tully. And now Anderson throws Morton into the turnbuckle. He's going to let Tully escape the cage, which would in essence become a one-on-one steel cage match between Arn Anderson and Ricky Morton. Tully halfway over the cage. There is no resistance, and now Arn trying to climb over. Tully has made it over. He's climbing down now, so Tully will join Robert Gibson on the outside. And Anderson now halfway over. Can Morton get back to his feet? He's trying to go after Arn. The next person to escape the cage will be the World Tag Team Champions. Anderson straddling the cage. He's trying to kick down Morton, and he does. Down to the mat goes Morton. This is the opportunity for Arn to escape. Anderson's halfway there. Morton trying to make a comeback, trying to get Anderson, but Anderson's up and over. Anderson just has to touch the ground, and the Four Horsemen will retain. And he does. What a match for the World Tag Team Championship. And your winners and still World Tag Team Champions, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard.
Here are your winners and still
fans, make sure you don't go away. We will crown a new World TV Champion. That match is next. We'll be right back.
The Four Horsemen.
So here's how we got here. As Al Perez defeated both Brad Armstrong and Brian Pillman to make it to the finals, Sting defeated the Games Master Kevin Sullivan and Larry Zbysko to make it to the finals. And at the conclusion of the Sting and Larry Zbysko match, Al Perez came to the ring. I thought initially he was going to congratulate Sting, but instead he attacked Sting prior to the match, or prior to the tag team match we just saw. And now Al Perez and Sting wrestling each other. The winner will be the new World TV Champion. What a show. We thank you so much again for joining us here on the Gotmark76 YouTube channel. And one of these two men will be your new World TV Champion.
Is the final in the championship tournament and is for the World Television Championship. Making his way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 252 pounds, Perez.
Al Perez making his way to the ring. He is... I'll tell you this much about Al Perez. If you go back and watch the first match against Brad Armstrong, he was heavily booed. In that match against Brian Pillman, a lot of the fans loved the aerial assault of Brian Pillman, but the fans started cheering. Some of the fans started cheering for Al Perez. I think win, lose, or draw, Al Perez has earned the respect of some of the fans here in the NWA. But he has one tough matchup against the future of the NWA, the next big thing in the NWA, and that is Sting.
And his opponent from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 269 pounds, King.
And there he is making his way to the ring, Sting. He is taking his time. You would think that he would have gone right after Al Perez to get a measure of revenge, but that may have fallen into a trap that Al Perez set for him. Sting, at least showing that he is cool, calm, and collected, not letting the attack earlier by Al Perez get to him. And that could be a mind game on the part of the Sting, and if it is, it's a great game to play. And that's what we're fighting for, the World Television Championship. One of these two men will win that title. And this is both of their third match of the night. So these men already coming in, worn down, a little fatigued. And there's the bell. You can see Al Perez going to work after Sting. Up and suplex, slam down to the mat. And this might be over before it begins. Perez lines him up in a knee drop to the head of Sting. Perez now in control with a series of fists to the side of Sting's head. And Perez, oh, he was going to go instant reversal by Sting. Sting now firing away. Sting climbing the top of this match. Hasn't even gotten out of first gear. It's crossbody up the top, hooks the leg. Will Sting be the champion? 1, 2, and throw a kick out by Perez. This match is not built. They just started going right to fifth gear. There was no first, second, third, or fourth. And now Sting stomping away. And Perez shoving Sting to the end. We saw this earlier against Pillman. Perez spikes down Sting. Face first with a DDT. That could be it. Will Perez win the World TV title? Does not go for the cover. I'm not sure I understand the logic there. Perez may have had him. Instead, he throws Sting up and over the top rope. Big right hand. And Perez now following Sting to the apron. What's he going to do here? Oh, he drops Sting's back across the side of the ring. And Perez is taking this match to the outside. And Perez with a submission maneuver on Sting on the outside floor. But he knows he can't win this match on the floor. He could essentially take 7 or 8 seconds to do that maneuver and then beat Sting by countout, but no, Sting able to get out of it. And now Sting going to work on Perez. Has Perez up. Suplex on the concrete floor. The referees counts up to 3, so these men had to pay attention to the count. Sting climbing back into the ring. And I don't think Sting's the kind of guy that wants to win a title by countout. But he dives and nails Perez on the outside. title. He wants to win his first NWA Championship. And he took a big risk there. But Perez now somehow back in control on the outside. Nails Sting with an elbow. And now Perez has Sting. And he drops him face first across the edge of the ring. The referee warning both men to get back into the ring. And Perez is he going to win by countout? Sting? No, he's going back out to get Sting. Perez, I don't think Perez wants to win this match by countout either. He wants to prove that he's worthy of being the World TV Champion, and to do so, he wants to pin Sting. And no, now Sting chasing Perez to the outside. Perez back into the ring, and he has lured Sting right where he wants him. And another suplex slam. But Sting kicks Perez off. Sting going to work as Perez setting him up for a suplex. Lifts him up, and down goes out Perez. Sting with a big knee to the head. Is that going to be enough to put away the Latin heartthrob? Goes for the cover, we'll find out. 1, 2, and no, a kick out by Perez. Both of these men are tired, they're fatigued. This is their third match. Al Perez may have had the advantage by attacking Sting, but Sting turns over. Al Perez and the Scorpion Deathlock. Can Perez escape? He cannot. He taps, and your winner, a new TV champion, Sting. What a match!
Here is your winner, and new.
This match never really got in. I mentioned it earlier. It went right to fourth gear. There was no build whatsoever. They just started attacking and doing maneuvers, and Sting outlasted Al Perez, and your winner and new World Television Champion, Sting. Fans, we thank you so much for joining us here on the Gotmark76 YouTube channel. History has been made. A new World Television Champion crowned as the youngster Sting. And I'm sure we're going to have much more regarding this tournament and the winner Sting in the upcoming weeks on our channel. Thank you so much for joining us and spending some time with us on a Saturday night. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.